Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mod and Indie News. This is your resource for what's been going on in the mod and indie communities this week. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the release for Homebrew on Desura, Legend of the Frozen Empire gets released, Embersol Mercenaries gets an update, Aetas gets released, Gravtar gets a demo, and Saints Row 4 gets an SDK release. Homebrew is a sandbox vehicle building game that allows players to engineer a variety of vehicles using parts that operate as close as their real-world equivalents as possible. The game features customizable controls, vast maps to explore and test your creations in, and you can even build your own building blocks. The game has recently been released on Desura. If you want to try this out before you buy it, be sure to check out the demo over on IndieDB. Legend of the Frozen Empire is a co-op mod for Rune, where players work together to defeat an evil wizard who is trying to freeze the world. Cold-blooded. Features for this mod include 40 co-op maps, new textures, enemies, sounds, and some secret places. Recently, this mod has received a full release, so if you're looking for some co-op action in Rune, then be sure to head on over to ModDB for a download. Embersol Mercenaries is a space shooter featuring capital ship battles, permadeath PvP, mercenary squads, and more. Players will enjoy fast-paced multiplayer games, conquest game mode, mercenary squad management, and the best part is that it's free to play. The game recently received a new update that focuses mostly on pilot upgrades. There are now over 20 combinations of ships that can support different playstyles. The developer is working on bringing the game to more platforms and offering gamepad support, before continuing on with more game content. Be sure to check out future updates on IndieDB. Aetas is a mod for Mountain Blade Warband that brings you to the end of the medieval era in Calradia. During the journey, players will experience the Calradian Renaissance and manage villages and towns like a real lord. Explore the new world, restore ancient buildings, and increase in social class. Use your influence to command other lords, and at the peak of your power, resurrect the old Calradic Empire and grant yourself the title of Emperor of Calradia. The mod has recently been released, and if you're a fan of city management, then be sure to check this one out on ModDB. Gravtar is a sci-fi racing game that takes inspiration from some old classics like F-Zero and Extreme G. Development of this game is still pretty early, but the developer has released a demo for people to try out. It only has one track, but it gives the impression of how the game is shaping up and what to expect in the future. The next bit of news is something that's been anticipated since the release of Saints Row 4. When the game was originally released, the developer promised that an SDK would be released to allow modders to dig into the open sandbox of the game and create some custom content. That time is here. The game has been out for a little over a year now with multiple DLC releases, and now we have the first release of the modding SDK that contains templates and tutorials on how to make custom weapons for Saints Row 4. I, for one, am super excited to see mods coming out for this game since the gameplay was nearly limitless in the vanilla version and way over the top. The mods are going to be amazing. Be sure to check out ModDB for new mods and a link to download the SDK if you want to start modding the game today. Alright guys, that's all for Mod and Indie News this week. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more modding and gaming goodness, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.